Coming to you straight from the Rio Grande and beyond, broadcasting to the four corners of the globe. So grab your seat, your coffee, or your sundowner.
Okay, everybody, here we go.
On point, as always. This is Gloves Off. Gloves Off.
Back at you with Gloves Off. I'm here with a great guest from India, Aadhar, and then we're touching base on the functional usages of the Indian clubs, joris, the mugdars, and the gadas, and how does that help a person not only build strength but better themselves. How are we doing? You doing good?
Yeah, pleasure to have you, sir.
Thanks for being here, and you know, we've been friends for a while, you know, on social media, and we followed you, what your work is, and in fact we have some of your tools. And tell me, how did you get involved? How was it that you got involved using joris, and why?
Actually, since my childhood, I was withdrawn towards sports like athletics, wrestling. So at the age of 15 or 16, I joined the akhada in traditional style. So I just started the akhada and I started all the exercise. I also did wrestling and I learned from my guru. And
can you explain a little bit about what akhada is?
Basically, akhada is like a ring. It's like a square ring, right?
Right.
And traditionally, we made this ring out of soil.
Okay.
And in soil, we put lots of Ayurvedic medicinal herbs, oil, ghee, like different kind of oils. So it has so much medicinal properties in it. So if you just go there and put that soil on your body, you will get all the medicinal benefits. And in that soil, we wrestle each other.
What are some of the and the akadas, what are the type of oils that are used to make it? Because it's a special ring, or you know,
yes, very special
area. You just cannot go out there and do it anywhere.
Yes. So actually, there are lots of oil we put. So we use, first of all, desi ghee made from the A2 cow, and different kind of oil, like for example, mustard oil, sesame oil, and we put buttermilk. We put mehendi. There is a herb called mehendi. And we put turmeric, lots of turmeric in it. And so many things we put in it. And then we mix into the soil. And we pray. After mixing everything, we pray to the akhada. Because what does it mean, akhada? Akhada is fight against the evil. If you see in the old days, akhada fight against the evil. Not just outside, also the inside. The akhada means for us in fight to inside.
You know, it makes a lot of sense because one trains in the arts to fight against bad vices, bad evil intent, right? To defend others. It's supposed to. And it just depends on the character of the person, how he's going to go. And that's the essence of what this is for defending one's family, one's city, one's kingdom, what have you. That's what you were there for. That's what you were built as, a warrior or a knight or a warrior, period. You know, that's, you know, everybody hates a war. That old saying, everybody hates a warrior until the enemy's at the gate.
Yes,
you know?
Indeed.
So, no, you know, and unfortunately, that's the way it is. And those traditions are throughout the world, and they have something interlocking in what you said. It's to protect one in evil against not only inside but outside.
Yes. And I would like to add one point also in it, as you said, to defend, also to protect and to heal.
Yes.
Yeah, three things comes together: protect, defend, and to heal ourselves.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, the further you go in the east, from the west to the east, you start getting more of the martial arts, more of those traditionals that go into healing. In the West, they've kind of lost it. You understand? And
Yes.
and you all still have it, which is beautiful. That's something that is of essence. Tell me a little bit about the difference between a jori, a mugdar, and all the different weapons that there is. Is this more stylistic in region, or they're the same throughout?
Yes. So I would like to talk about the club first of all. So this is like club, right? And what it represents, what is the history, what is the origin of it. So the history is very ancient. If you just look at the history, many Hindu god and goddesses carrying gada, carrying club in their hands. And it has so much meaning in it. If you see, the spiritual meaning is completely different, metaphor meaning is something else, and the worldly meaning is something else. Just for example, there is a goddess called Baglamukhi Mata. Yeah. So she is carrying the club in one hand, and she is carrying a person tongue in another hand, right? And she is hitting club on that other person. So that person is represent our cluttered mind, our monkey mind, and that club hitting on that person is represent our stillness.
Okay.
So yeah, so it has so much meaning. It looks like a club for you, like a physical exercise, yes, but behind physical exercise it has so much meaning, spiritual and metaphor. So not just physical, we also need to look into the spiritual and the other meaning, so we can live it and get it in our life, because we all have monkey mind at us somehow, all the time noise. But if something just hit us, we just become still. So
absolutely,
this is what it represents, this club for Baglamukhi Mata. And for Lord Vishnu, it represents something else. Like for Hanumanji also carrying the gada. We only see the gada, but behind it, it represents something else, something much profound for ourselves, for you, for me. For it's universal, nothing to do with religion. Actually, it's universal. That knowledge, that wisdom, it's universal.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Or all the tools like the Indian clubs, is it used throughout India, or is it just regional, or do they change in each region?
Actually, yes. India is a very huge country, so it depends. Like many regions call it differently. Mugdar, Mudgar, then the Jori comes, then the Karlai Katai comes. If you go to the Persia, then the Persian mill comes. So basically, it used to be a weapon, but by the time we evolved, it turned into the exercise club. And during the 18th century, when Britisher came here, they turned these big clubs. So I have this big, very big club of 5 kg. So they turned this into the small club, and then they introduced to the Europe. They turn into this one. It's called Indian club in a different way. And I also have here Mugdar. This is called Mugdar. And then the Jori comes. Then the Karlakate comes. So many type of Karlakate also, like K Karlai, Bhuje Karlai, Pude Karlai, Idamban, Karlai.
Here's a question. Are each one of the sizes used in a particular method and exercise, or they're all the same?
Yes, yes. So each one has a different shape. They made out of certain dimension according to you, actually. So this club is made out according to me. My palm size is different. My arm size is different. My whole body structure is different. And I also want to get some other benefit of woods, actually. So I personally made this in rosewood. And they are made out of medicinal wood. A wood which is holding a medicinal value. They made out of that.
Okay. And the joris, to explain the jori.
Yeah. So jori, we sing together. Jori is much longer and much heavier. You can see the wrestler swinging both together joris. It's much bigger.
And the mugdar is used. What it's one. It's one by itself, correct?
Yeah, one or two, you can use one or two. It depends on the weight.
Okay. I know that there's competitions. How often
Yes.
do the competitions occur? Is it seasonal, or do people train and it's just a season, or is it a festival, or how is it?
Actually, it's also festival seasonal. It's actually both. And most of the people who participate in this, they are wrestlers.
The wrestlers?
Yeah, or they do train in certain ways to participate in it.
Okay. Okay. And tell me a little bit more of the holistic approach of
Yes. So yes, that's very interesting question actually. The holistic approach behind it, it's very true story actually. I'm telling my personal story. 6 months ago, I went to a big fort in southern India, and there was a very huge bed of king. And I asked the person there, which kind of wood did they use to make this bed up? And that person just answered me, they use 56 different types of herbs, because the king doctor prescribed him to use 56 different kind of herbs to get all the medicinal benefit. And still in India, we use different kind of herb just to treat our illness. For example, I show you this. This is very simple cup, right? And I put just the water in it overnight, and I will drink the next day. It's really helpful to reduce the blood sugar level. If someone is suffering from the diabetes, it's really good. If someone is suffering from bad digestion system, it's really good for the skin, and so much benefits out of it.
So so the wood is the one that's giving the beneficial, the medicinal.
Yes, all the benefits.
Aside from the herbs.
Yes. So just not to hold, but also to consume a little bit. Like for example, I'll show you actually. Here in India, we make almond milk. It's called like a local recipe of all wrestlers. So most of wrestlers still don't use any protein, any supplement, or they even don't eat meat and eggs. So how they get all the nutrients and the protein? They make almond milk. In that, we put lots of almond, walnuts, poppy seeds, sunflower seeds, melon seeds, and kishmish and fig. And then we put into the, yeah, I'll show you this too. This stone there, it's very big stone.
Mortar.
20 kg. Yeah, yes. It's 20 kg worth of stone. So we put all the things in it. Then we grind with the herb, with this dant. And we keep grinding. And after some time, you can see it decreasing the size. So all the benefit in this wood is present, is getting into the almond milk. And that almond milk I will drink. So I will consume all the benefits.
Yes.
From the wood and from the stone. And
Absolutely.
plus, it's such a fun and exercise too.
Sure. So tell me, what are your most popular clubs that you sell?
Actually, I sell the custom-made gada. So the gada is completely designed for your particular purpose, and also the custom-made clubs also. For example, like these one. These made out of high-quality rosewood and 3 kg, around 5 to 6 lbps, and they are made to measure. So my specialty is to make them for the people. What's your requirement? What kind of wood will suit you? Not everyone, rosewood will not suit everyone. So I made in a different wood also. So it depends on your requirement.
Do you have a gada that you can show people?
Actually, right now I don't have that gada here with me.
And we'll put the link for people that are interested in getting your equipment or ordering from you. I'll put the link on the bottom for them to
Yes,
get in
sure.
contact, because you're also in social media. And let's talk about exercising wise. Should a person do this type of work daily, or should it be 3 times a week, twice a week? How should you take it?
Oh, it's very complicated question, but let's make it easy. It depends on the weather, where are you living, depends on your health, depends on your goal. So for example, we are in the rainy season right now, and before it we were in the summer. So in the summer we are not supposed to do too much exercise, means not too much sweating. Just a little bit sweating is good. According to Ayurveda, if you just sweat too much, that's not good for you. So it depends on your perspective, which perspective you want to see. But if you are an athlete, you just competing for the Olympic, it's okay. But for the normal people, I'm just talking about for the normal people.
Should these exercises be done in the morning, afternoon, or evening?
Morning or in the evening, it's fine. The food should be digested, so nothing in your belly. Then you can perform morning or evening. It's okay. I prefer morning basically.
And what does a workout consist of? How long should it be? 20 minutes, half an hour, 40 minutes, an hour?
Yes, it's very interesting thing actually. It's not calculative. Like how we exercise for 30 minutes. Okay, we watch the time in the clock, 30 minutes. I done my workout, I'm going home, right? Or suppose I just do the 10 repetition or 20 repetition, I done my workout, I just go. Traditional approach is very different. It's holistic approach. So it connects body, mind, and spirit. You do the exercise, it's like you lose yourself in a meditative state. So for example, I'm swinging club, right? I will never swing like 10, 20 times. I just keep swinging, empty my mind. My mind is like a monkey mind, going here, going there. I'm just watching myself like I'm doing the meditation, and the time is going. And after a while, you will reach a certain state when the time just flips. Like you are swinging the club, it's 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and you don't feel it.
Understood. Because, just let's say with weights, iron weights and weightlifting, most people say 40 minutes.
Okay.
And some people say, no, I was at the gym for 2 hours. But what were you doing at the gym for 2 hours? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand.
You know what? And you're like, okay. So it just depends. We do Savate when we train Savate. It should only be about an hour. And everything together inside. That's when the heart rate can go up and maintain it in one way and just continue with the heartbeat in that level, right? So it just, like I tell people, it depends on what your training is. Because if you're just a regular person doing this for your benefit, one thing. But now if you're a competitor, or if you're going, like you said, you're going to nationals or Olympics, your training is going to be a total different spectrum. So, people need to understand that training differs for what purpose you're training for.
Yes, indeed.
And, some individuals might say, no, because you can, we've practiced, we have the things here with joris and the clubs and stuff. And if you do it for a amount of time, you're going to tire. You're going to work out. People say, no, it's not, it's easy. No, it's not easy. The coordination is the difference. Understanding the balance, being able to do it. It's a total different, you have to understand. It takes number one, it takes a person a while to attain that coordination.
Yes, indeed, actually. Even just to hold a 5 kg club like this, it takes lots of practice.
Yeah. And you're like, it takes a while.
Yes. It's not like an instant thing.
Yeah.
Yes. So how I like to train, I just do many repetitions as I can. I don't see the time. I just do many repetitions as I can. Like 108, for example, because it's very sacred number also, 108. 1,008, 10,008. So the maximum repetition I try to do. But it depends on your goal, as you said. Yes.
Yeah. So now here's this. Would Let's say you have gada and you have joris and you have clubs. Would you train all three of them this one day, or you separate the days?
Yeah, actually, I separate the day basically. Personally.
Yeah. So in other words, one day you train with a gada, the other day we train with the mugda or what have you, like that.
Yes, indeed. Because I just not only train with them, I also do the yoga because my background is in yogic science. I've done my bachelor degree in physical education and sports. Then I've done my master degree in yogic science and my diploma in naturopathy. So I try to combine all together everything.
Now, here's another question. Is it popular, or is it an art that is trying to come back?
You means this Indian club?
Yes.
Actually, yes, it's not very popular still. Because it's a traditional thing, we are in the modern society. So, but people getting aware and aware. That's a really good thing. But still, it's not that popular. Yes. Most of people even don't know, even in India.
You know that there's pictures of old boxing gyms of the Victorian era, 1890, 1800.
Yeah.
And if you look around, you'll see Indian clubs and you'll see gadas on the floor.
That's the golden. Yeah, that's the golden age. Yeah.
And then people say, look at that, and I don't have it with me, but I have it. I'll put it up for people to see. There's a picture of an old Savate professor in France, 1890, 1900 era, between 1895 to 1905, between that time frame, because I don't know when they took the picture. He's a young man there. He's probably in his late 20s, 30s. And if I remember the picture, but when you look at it and you look at the floor, there's Indian clubs at the floor.
Yes.
Indeed. You understand? And then you're like,
yes.
And my son said, look.
Yes. In fact, in 1904, it was introduced into the Olympics. So it was the Olympic sport in 1904.
Imagine that. Savate was an Olympic sport too. The last time they played Savate was, or boxe française, was in Berlin with Hitler. It was the last time. Ever since then, it hasn't happened. So a lot of these sports were the original ones when Coubertin made the Olympics. And it's something that for some reason, they're no longer played. But I think now people are realizing the benefits of functional strength.
Yes, indeed.
Understand? Because what I see out of the traditional Akara training tools, the Gada and Joris, Mugdars, all that is the focus on functional strength.
Yes. And it works all the fitness components as well, like the strength, flexibility, coordination, balance, mobility. It works on everything.
Absolutely. Is there anything else you can tell us about the training methods that you might see that is beneficial for people to understand?
Yes, of course. Yes. As I said, my focus on more in meditative state of workout. So it's not burden on you. It takes some time to get there, but slowly, yes, for sure. So it should not be burden on you. It should not be imposed on you. You love to do this, and you just lose yourself in a meditative state. This is how I like to train myself.
Absolutely. Well, my dear friend, you stay safe. We're running out of time. I will post how they can get a hold of you, for people to see how they come to buy and enjoy and learn. And 'cause I think it's something that is very, very crucial and
Yes,
beneficial
indeed.
people to know
Indeed.
under.
And also, I also organize retreat or workshop for the people. If someone in USA or someone in UK want to have this experience or want to have the Akhada experience or Indian culture, I also organize retreat and workshop. And all my classes is basically on the traditional approach.
Okay, that'd be good. That's good to understand for people out there that are looking at that. Maybe they can do that. But again, you have a great evening, and we'll
Yeah,
touch base soon. And once more, continue doing what you're doing because these arts cannot die off.
yes. Time just gone, you and me just lose ourselves there. Time just gone.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
for you guys out there watching, try learning, try watching, try to experience what a gada is, what a jori is, what Indian clubs are, because they're beneficial for you.
Yeah,
And
of course.
right now with the CrossFit craze, they're bringing back Indian clubs. They're bringing back the maze. Their origins are in India, so understand why and how they were made and what they were made for, because it is a beneficial tool for everybody. And I basically been practicing this since 2020 this way, and it's very beneficial, very beneficial.
Perfect.
So I look at that, and we'll leave you with this. You all stay safe, be safe, and God bless you all. Much peace.
Yeah. Namaste.
Have you ever wondered about what happens in a martial arts studio? Well, you start right away by setting goals, building determination, gaining focus, building skills, all while becoming more fit, gaining confidence, and learning self-defense. Withorn Academy is a school where attitude meets aptitude. So give us a call at 956-401-4868.